Yay!
Yes! Hi guys, it's Marcus Smith. I'm here with a rugby trainer and Optimum Nutrition, and here are the 5 key areas to be a fly half.
Hey squad, I'm here with Optimum Nutrition to learn a little bit more on what makes Marcus Smith a world-class outside half.
It's another penalty advantage. Here goes Ben Young's Marcus Smith.
So Marcus is going to touch on 5 areas that we can work on to be a better outside half. So we're going to chat to him, we're going to get some tips, some insights and some drills from him, and it's going to help us improve our game. So keep watching and let's catch up with Marcus. Let's go. And before we catch up with Marcus, make sure you like this video. It'll help the page massively. So please give me a like. Thank you in advance. Let's go. So what's number 1 on your 5 key areas, mate?
The first key area I think is the kicking. Obviously in this day and age, kicking is a massive part of the game. Your variation of kick, whether that's attacking, short kicks, long kicks, you've got to have a box of tricks. As well as that, it's just understanding when to kick and the key sort of triggers you're trying to pick out in kicking the game.
Do you work both left and right?
Yeah, I always try and work on both feet. It's a challenge I always set for myself to be able to kick off both feet. It makes it harder for the defences to mark you.
And do you work on drop kicks often?
I do a little bit. I'm still working on it, but yeah, no, I enjoy drop goals.
And let's go. Nice, and this is the same with punting. Do you do a lot of punting during the week?
Yeah, so majority of my work is mainly doing punting, so drop punts end over end or spirals. And then I'll go to left foot, try drop punts, try spirals. Drop goals with mix with my goal kicking, and then I'll try and put it to the test around different field positions and challenge myself with space and time.
And the same with goal kicking?
Yeah, exactly. Same thing, just reps in the week so that come the weekend I feel confident myself that I'm able to knock it over for the boys.
And number 2?
Second key area is probably decision making. As a fly half, you get a lot of touches on the ball and you have to make a lot of decisions whether to run, kick, pass. For me, a key way to practice that is putting my skills under pressure, so experiencing different scenarios with defenders flying at you from different angles and making decisions as quickly as possible.
Is that something you work on in training?
Yeah, 100%. So we, like I just said, so that we have people shooting at us from different angles. We have, sometimes we'll turn our backs and then have a different defense set up. So where you've got to be constantly sort of scanning and reacting to the defense, because in game time, you've got to make decisions within a split second, and the more you can put yourself under pressure in training, the more capable you are in games.
So we've touched on, what have we touched on? Decision making, kicking, and what would be the third option?
For me, it'll be passing. A lot of the times you get the hands on the ball, so you've got to make good decisions, but with that, you've got to be able to execute accurately. And for me, having a basic skill set with regards to passing, short pass, long pass, pop pass, without looking, sort of mix it up, again, to keep the defence guessing.
So when you're training, you work on a lot of passing. Do you spend time after training just specialising that?
Yeah, 100%. For me, it's like it's a basic skill, but I always like to think that if you're brilliant at your basics, the rest of your game can live off the back of that. So I spend hours on my passing, and I get really frustrated if I don't put it right in front of my forwards or my backs.
So what would be the key passes you focus on in the week?
So normally I'll start with the pop pass, like that. And then I'll move to focus on spin off both hands. The last pass I like to focus on is the long pass.
Nice, right? So those are the 3?
Yeah, those are the 3, and I try and rep them off both hands just to ensure that I'm ready for the game.
So what would be the 4th point?
I'll be tackling. Obviously as a fly half, you always get targeted by big 12s like you.
Yeah.
Every team wants to sort of target you in the defensive line, so you've got to be able to hold your own, be able to make tackles, allow your jacklers to get over the ball. So I spend a lot of time practicing my chop tackle, practicing my assist tackle. If one of my mates is in low, I'll try and go high and slow the ball down.
And how important is it the person inside and outside of you? How does that work?
Yeah, that's key as well. So obviously spending time with my inside centre, my scrum half, some of the flankers, on and off the field, I think will help me defend on the field, and it's massively important. Obviously, as an attacker, you're looking at the weak shoulders and if there's dog legs in the defence. So as a defensive system, you want to be as solid as you can, looking after each other's inside and outside shoulders and communicating about the sort of pictures you're going to see in front of you.
And the 5th and final one?
It's just key attacking skills, so trying to express yourself within the framework of your team. And try and score some nice tries or set some tries up for your mates.
How often do you practice attacking skills like 1v1 and stuff?
Yeah, a fair bit. For me, I feel that's part of my point of difference, so I always want to make that as strong as it can. So I'll get a defender in front of me, try and sidestep him. I always practice my chip kicking so I can give myself the best chance and pray that the ball bounces back to me or my teammates. So I'll spend a lot of time on that.
Nice, right then. Let's check you out. Let's see how sharp you are. Right then. Yeah, 1v1. Let's give it a go. Ah, no way.
Yes. Final one. Always think a step ahead.
Yes, mate. Thanks for that, class. Catching up.
Cheers, Ben. Thank
Cheers
you.
for your insights and all the best, man.
No, thanks for having me. Cheers, man. Thank you.
What a class session that was with Marcus. I felt like I learned so much from that. Make sure, though, you comment below. Let me know what your takeaways were from that, because Marcus shared some absolute gems then. So, before we finish, make sure you subscribe to my page for regular updates on drills, insights, and tips that you can do to help your game. Let's go.